Let me connect with y'all through this message right quick. Know what I'm saying? Why is it hard to keep God first? Hey, what's up? It's Patrick. It's Rose via Fire. And I pray this message reaches who it needs to reach. So let's talk about why is it hard to keep God first? You know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. Um, the reason why it's so hard to keep God first is because, first of all, like you know, like how people be like, they be putting in their bio on social media. They be like, oh, you know, God first. Man, they be talking about in their bio, God first. Bro, 99.99%. They not keeping God first, bro. Bro, even when you look at their page, man, these people worldly, bro. These people ain't even keeping God first. They just putting God first in the bio. Why are they putting God first in the bio? We don't know. But they really not even walking with God. It's crazy. They really not even walking with God. They really don't even have a relationship with God. But in their bio, they talking about God first. I'm telling you, bro. It's like people don't even fear God anymore. They just put God first in the bio and then continue to live for the world, bro. But why is this so hard to keep God first, bro? I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. Keeping God first is one of the hardest things of all time, bro. Keeping God first. Because you gotta understand, we gotta try to keep God first in so many different areas of our life, bro. You get what I'm saying? We gotta keep God first we gotta keep God first in all these different areas. Like, man, it's hard to do. Imagine you got to keep God first here, God first there, God first. Because we got different areas of our life. In all these different areas of our life, man, we trying to keep God first. Know what I'm saying? You're trying to keep God first in your friendships. You're trying to keep God first in your day. You're trying to keep God first in your finances. You're trying to keep God first in your health. You're trying to keep God first by worshiping Him. Bro, it's hard, man. It's hard, man. And sometimes it feels like God requires too much of us. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we feel like God put so much pressure on us, bro. Especially when you have a strong calling over your life. Man, the pressure is insane, bro. The pressure is insane. It's like God is requiring so much from you, like back to back to back. Like sometimes you feel like you can't even catch a break, bro. Man, keeping God first is a nightmare, bro. It's not easy, bro. It is not easy and glamorized as people make it seem, bro. This stuff is a nightmare, bro. You fighting your flesh every single day. Man, you know how hard it is to keep God first? You know how many things is contending for the first place in your life, in these different areas of your life? Soon as we wake up, we trying to scroll on our phone, bro. Instead of talking to God first, we struggle in there. Let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying? I include myself too, man. I ain't even gonna be hypocritical. I be scrolling sometimes, bro. I be scrolling a lot of times when I wake up. Instead of keeping God first. Be scrolling soon as I wake up. I'm gonna keep it real with you. That's just my honesty, you know what I'm saying? These are things I wanna change and do better. But look though, man, as we end our day, bro, we ain't even keeping God first there. When we end in our day, throughout our day, we ain't even keeping God first there, bro. It's hard, bro. Man, this stuff ain't easy, bro. Man, keeping God first is the hardest thing of all time. Then you gotta keep God first by spending time with Him, worshiping Him. Know what I'm saying? Talking to Him, man. All these different things, bro. Man, it's not easy, bro. Keeping God first is the hardest thing ever. 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 Because you got to understand, we as humans, we don't just have one area of our life. A person could keep God first in one area of their life, but in the other areas of their life, they're not keeping Him first. We have to keep God first in all areas of your life in totality. Bruh, that is hard as hell, bruh. That is the hardest thing ever. Ever, bruh. Know what I'm saying? But we gotta keep trying and fighting to do so. know what I'm saying? Trying our best. Keeping God first when it comes to your heart, bro. What do I mean by that? Your love. The heart deals with love, right? So, are you keeping God first in your love? Is God the number one person that receives your love, bro? Man, you know God ain't the first person. Bro, God don't have people's hearts like that. God does not have people's hearts like that. If people keep it real, their boyfriend has their heart more than God. So God is not first in your heart. Man, these men out here, bro, their girlfriend has their heart more than God. They ain't keeping God first in their heart. Now you gotta keep God first in your mind too. Your mentality, man. Who's on your mind? A lot of people, they got murder on their mind. They got weed on their mind. They got relationship and gossip topics on their mind. Man, these people ain't got God on their mind, so they not keeping God first on their mind. This stuff get deeper. This stuff get deeper than people think, bruh. Keeping God first is like an ocean, bruh. People only talking about the surface level. Keeping God first get real deep and it get real tactical. And when you shine light on this topic, man, these people ain't keeping God first. These people ain't keeping God first in any area of their life. When you really just break it down, these people is keeping God last. Man, God don't even exist in these people's life at all, bruh. Trying to tell you, bruh. Man, let me keep it real with you, bruh. Me personally, man, I be trying to keep God first in my life. I be fighting. There's a lot of areas where I keep God first, and then there's a lot of areas where I'm struggling. I'm working on it. I'm struggling, you know what I'm saying? But that's just me keeping it real, bruh. It's not easy, bruh. Man, there's a lot of areas that I keep God first. When it comes to my creativity, I keep God first there in my creativity. When it comes to my work ethic, I keep God first there. When it comes to like a lot of things, I keep God first, man. But then there's other areas, man, where I be struggling with keeping God first, man. Soon as I wake up, I'm scrolling on my phone or I'm doom scrolling. Like I could be using that time to spend time with God, man. No, I'm saying like there's different things, bro, but to fully keeping God first in totality, bro, man, that is not no game, bro. That's hard to do. That's very hard to do. Very, very hard to do, bro. But nonetheless, bro, we gotta keep praying about it and asking God to give us strength so we could keep him first. No, so we gotta ask God to help us keep him first. Because that's the best thing we could do for our life, man, is keep God first. It's not easy, but it's worth it. And we need God's help in order to keep him first. We need his help in order for us to keep him first, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's pretty much everything that I wanted to talk about, man. Peace.